How's it going, guys? My name is DJP, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 23 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. So, today we've got the Philadelphia Eagles. They're our next NFC team that we're going to be trying to win a Super Bowl with within 3 seasons, if we can. If we can't. But we're going to try our best. Injuries will be on, just like usual. Got our playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 Franchise Rebuilds. So, just like that. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, and also check out my channel and my social down in the description if you like content from me. And I guess with that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. So let's take a look at the roster that we've got going on here in Philly. So we got Lane Johnson, right tackle Darius Slade Jr., we got Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Jordan Mailata, Javon Hargrave, Devontae Smith, Hassan Reddick, Miles Sanders, James Bradbury IV, Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Anthony Harris, Avonte Maddox, Chikisi, Ski, Tart, Edwards, Kazir, Pascal, Davis, Elliott. I mean, you guys, there's definitely some talent on this team for sure. Quarterback is Jalen Hunt. So, it's a pretty good team. Pretty solid team. But I'm sure there's a couple of improvements we can make. I mean, I think this team could potentially make the playoffs this season. Only if I would find a simulate. But I do want to take a look at potentially making a couple of small little moves in some areas if we even really need anything. We don't really have a punter. I could pick up a better punter instead of Aaron Smith. But I don't think we need to do something like that. I mean, maybe a right guard. We're a little thin there. Sumalo. So I could maybe try to pick up a right guard. I don't know if I want to do one through free agency. I might just try to make a trade. I'm curious to see what our pick situation's looking like. So I'm going to take a look at that really quickly. So yeah, we have a decent amount of cap room as well. So I'm going to see if I could potentially trade, because we do have two first round picks. I'm going to see if I can, and 2 second round picks. I'm going to see if I could try to get a right guard for the squad. A better right guard. So I'll see you guys if I have a move. All right, 2 fourths and a 5th round pick for Nate Davis from the Titans. So we'll get a slight little upgrade there at our right guard position. And yeah, I think that's the only move we're going to make for now. So I'll see you guys at the midseason. All right, so we are at the midseason, currently sitting at 5-1. So the team's doing pretty well, as you guys can see. Our team ranks are pretty solid except for our rush yards per game. But yeah, 5-1, right up there with the Commanders. They were our only loss, by the way. So far, good start to the season. I'm liking the way that the team's performing. As you guys can see the standings here. But let's see who is playing well and who's not. So statistically speaking, Jalen Hurts, 11 TDs, 2 interceptions, got a 1.8 passer rating, 60% completion percentage. He's done pretty well. Miles Sanders, my running back, not too bad. 344, 4 TDs, 142 from Hurts. So he's doing his thing out there as well. Boston Scott. Okay, yeah, we're not really too much of a running team. In terms of receiving, A.J. Brown, my leading receiver, that we got Devontae Smith, Zach Pascal, Dallas Goedert, okay. Not bad there. Miles Sanders even getting a few receptions. Blocking, for the most part, seems pretty decent. My leading tackler on defense is Kazir White, Anthony Harris, then we got T.J. Edwards down here. In terms of sacks, 3.5 from Sweat, 3 from Reddick, and 2.5 from Cox. Brandon Graham's got 2 of his own as well. Interceptions, we got 7 as a team between Slade Jr., White, and Maddox. So that's pretty cool there. Kicking, of course, punting, kick return, and punt return. So that's not too bad. In terms of offense, 17th around the middle. I'd say our passing is pretty solid. But actually, no, it's not. Wait, is it? Yeah, no, it is. It is. I was about to say, wait, it's not solid? Yeah, no, our passing is pretty solid in terms of yards. Our rush, though, I feel like is near the bottom of the league. Yeah, in the bottom half for sure. Bottom third, bottom fourth, whatever you guys want to call it. But we are scoring a fair amount of points. So, because we're doing a good job passing the ball. Defensively speaking, in terms of total yards, we're defending pretty well. I think the only thing we're not really... are we defending well against... I think we're defending well against everything, really. Yeah. About the middle of the pack in passing, and then our rush defense has been pretty solid. And in terms of allowing points, yeah, 4th in the league. So our defense is pretty stellar. Our offense is doing pretty good as well. and that's why we're sitting at 5-1. So hopefully we can keep it up. I'll see you guys, I guess, at the end of the year, since I don't think I want to make any moves. All right, guys. Well, we ended up choking in the second half of the season, an embarrassing performance. So we ended up not making the playoffs. Wow, lost so many games. So this team ended up being terrible. Oh man, how do we go from 5-1 to 8-9? Pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So yeah, not good whatsoever. Luckily, we have a few picks. So, okay, we need work to do then. If we're gonna choke and not be able to win football games, that's gonna be a problem. So you guys see the playoff bracket right there. Rams and the Commanders in the bottom right corner. So yeah, we definitely struggled in the second half of the season. So let's take a look and see what was going on here, what we need to improve on. So, Jalen Hurts, it's a pretty solid season, I'd say for the most part. 4,500 yards, 94 pass rating. It's not terrible. Miles Sanders, 898, 8 TDs. Hurts had 8 rush TDs, pretty good. And Scott with 3 of his own. In terms of receivers, Devontae Smith, my leading receiver, with 12 TDs and over 1,440 yards. A.J. Brown was second, and then Pascal Goddard, for some reason, just didn't really get targeted as much. He didn't really have that great of a season. He was okay. I mean, he had 8 TDs, which was not too bad. He also missed a couple games, so maybe that also played a little bit of a factor. Blocking-wise, let up a little too many sacks for my liking. Kazir White, leading tackler. Then Bradbury, Edwards, Tart, Harris. In terms of sacks, we had 10.5 from Sweat, 7 from Reddick, 7 from Graham. Fletcher Cox had 3.5 of his own. Interception-wise, Slay led with 4, then Maddox and White. They made a couple of the guys with 1. Jake Elliott kicking, missed so many field goals. Jeez. And then kick, punt, return, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, the team really bottomed out. For whatever reason, we just weren't good. So we're gonna have to make a couple improvements here. Offensively speaking, end up in the bottom half in terms of total yards, and our passing was pretty solid. Our rush was near the bottom of the league, and our scoring really took a dip. 23.7 points. We were scoring really well in the first half of the season. We kind of just stopped doing that. Defensively speaking, we were pretty good. I mean, not too bad. Defended well against the pass. And then our rush defense, 1805, is like middle of the league-ish. 423 points. That probably puts us around the middle as well. So, definitely took a couple of steps backwards in that regard in the second half of the season, obviously, because we only won. Where did we go? We went 3-8. So that's pretty bad. Tom Brady was MVP. Mike McCarthy coach of the year. Let's just see who wins the Super Bowl. We got 2 more seasons, but we definitely need to work on improving this team and making sure that we don't lose 8 games in the second half of the season. So the Broncos beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl. Javonte Williams was the Super Bowl MVP. As you guys see the awards, Breece Hall from the Jets, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Derek Stingley Jr. from the Texans. Let's go on to the offseason. All right, so we're at re-signing phase, and we got a lot of guys up for free agency, and we're also going to have a lot of money. I'm kind of curious to see who we want to re-sign here. Chase Kelsey, Javon Hargrave, Miles Sanders, a free agent, James Bradbury, Nate Davis. So definitely some guys I would like to keep on the team. So we're going to offer a lot of these guys contracts, and hopefully some of them accept. Otherwise, we're going to have a pretty busy free agency to try to re-sign people or find replacements. All right, so a lot of my guys do want to test free agency here. I did offer some guys some contracts, but it looks like we're going to be losing out on a few guys, or maybe not losing out yet, guaranteed, but we're definitely going to have to try to sign these guys in free agency. So I guess I'll see you guys once I am there. So, just going to give you guys a little bit of free agency recap. So, we did lose out on a couple guys, but I did try to sign some replacements. Unfortunately, we lost out on Kelsey. So, yeah, it's a little unfortunate. But, however, here's who we did end up signing. So, we got Derwin James Jr. He's going to be a new strong safety, a.k.a. short safety. I love saying that, even though they're not short. James Robinson. Got him as our running back. We got Yannick to be our right end. Bradbury, got him back. Picked up Jewel Peppers for a new free safety. Graham Godot, kicker. Then Matt Paratus, and then Wes Schweister as my center and right guard, respectively. So, a little bit of a downgrade there, but, you know, hopefully the team also just continues to, you know, some of the young guys continue to improve, but you know, we also need to just have a better season. Plus, we're gonna have a good draft, so we'll be able to pick up some players there. So let's see what picks we got, because I think we'll have some decent picks, and I'll see you guys once I'm there. Alright, I think I'm just going to go best player scheme fit here. So we're going to go Eli Ricks. He does actually fit the scheme of the team. It said scheme fit at least. So, I mean, either way, we're going to take him. It's kind of just like a best player available. I really need like a right guard, but I can't draft one in the first round. So, I guess we'll just get a young cornerback. And he's got some good stats. So, there you go. We're going to take Eli with our first round pick. Alright, I'm going to draft Michael Mayer. Again, kind of just like, I know we have Dallas, but, you know, just another receiver on the team, another tight end, backup tight end. Just get some decent athletic ratings out of Notre Dame. And again, I really need a right guard, but I'm not going to be able to draft one with a first round pick. So, yeah. To draft recap, I mean, there really wasn't much going on there. So, we kind of just ended up taking just some players that were best available at the spots. We have McKee, Bigsby, and Reed. So still no right guard. I'll try to find one before we start simulating the second season. But I'll see you guys what's up there. I'm going to show you guys the roster that we got going on, and hopefully this year we're better than 8-9. All right, start of the second season. So this is the team that we have currently going into season number 2. So we've got Derwin James Jr., Darius Slade Jr., Lane Johnson, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Fletcher Cox, Jordan Mailata, Devonta Smith, James Robinson, Javon Hargrave, Yannick Ngukouke, Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Kaseer White, James Bradbury IV, Avonte Maddox, Jabril Peppers, Graham Gano, T.J. Edwards, Jordan Davis, Jalen Hurts. I mean, you guys see there's definitely some talent here on the team. There's definitely talent. I do maybe. I feel like I want to make a trade. I don't know if I want Hannah McKee, so maybe we try to trade him for right guard or something really good. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna try to get a right guard. That's something I definitely want to do. I definitely think that'll bolster up our something to bolster up our O line. So let's just take a look at the improved team. I think that's our weakest spot too. And we also have quarterback. But yeah, right guard is our weakest. So yeah, with Wes Schweitzer. So yeah, if I could try to get maybe, well, punter is also pretty weak too. I could technically pick up like a Blake Gilligan or a Jake Bailey or Sam Martin. Honestly, let's do that. I don't think it really matters, but we're gonna do that. So Blake, welcome to the team. Improve the punter. I don't know if it's gonna make a huge difference, but hey, I'll take it. So let's see if we can try to find a trade though for a right guard. All right, Zeitler, Bateman, and Linderbaum for first, second, third round pick. So that's the trade that we're gonna do here with the Ravens. So we do get a right guard fit scheme, get another wide receiver, and we get an additional center for the line. So I think that helps the team out a bit. I'm going to simulate to the midseason once again, and I'll see you guys once I'm there. All right, well, we are currently sitting at 4-3 in the NFC East. We're right in there in the mix. Here are our rankings. I mean, we're still not really running the ball a lot, but that's okay. Offensively, looking pretty decent scoring-wise. Defensively, 9th in terms of points per game, 8th against the pass, 7th against the rush. So I mean, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. We're right in the hunt. So 4-3. We need to have a good second half of the season. Hopefully this year we'll have a better second half than we did in the previous year. That way we can make the playoffs. So let's take a look at the stats, see who's performing, who's not performing. So Jalen Hurts has been throwing the ball a lot, but he's thrown a lot of interceptions. 12 TDs, 9 interceptions, which is not really going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. You got to cut down those interceptions. 87.9 passer rating is not going to do. So you got to throw less interceptions. It's a little worrisome when my leading rusher is Jalen Hurts, but I guess Robinson missed a few games. He's only played 4 games this year, so he definitely missed 3. Gainwell, yeah, our rusher's been less than stellar. A.J. Brown, leading receiver, then Devonta Smith, Rashad Bateman. We got Dallas over here, and then Gainwell, Robinson. Okay, so that's our receivers. Blocking, Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata. I'm a little worried they're going to be letting up a little too many sacks for my liking. In terms of defense, T.J. Edwards, my leading tackler. Then it's Kazir White with 46. Sack-wise, we've got 4.5 from Fletcher Cox, 2.5 from Yannick. Sweat's got 2.5 of his own. So, looking pretty good on that front. 3 interceptions for Kazir White as well. That's pretty impressive. And then 1 for all these guys down here. So, 7 as a team. Graham Gano, my kicker. And then we got punting, kick return, and punt return. So, offense, in terms of total yards, you guys already saw how we were doing. But we're 12th. So, right around the middle of the pack. Top half of the middle, really, in that department. And, 25.6 points. That puts us around the middle of the league. And then defensively, you guys saw pretty good on that front, too. You guys saw we defended pretty well against the pass. Our rush defense needs a little bit of improvement. But other than that, it's not terrible. It's like in the middle. Other than that, though, we're playing pretty solid. But again, 4-3. It's a tough position to be in. We just have to have a good second half of the season. I'm going to say if we can go 7-4, that'd be nice. That way we would be, actually not 7-4, 7-3. Then we would be 11-6. So if we can go 11-6, I'd be happy with that. So what we're going to find out is to simulate, but I do want to see if there's maybe a small little trade that we can make to improve the team going forward in the second half of the year. So let's see if there's any trades out there. Okay, so we ended up going 12-5. Much better season. So we ended up making the playoffs, winning the conference NFC East at 12-5, taking on the Panthers in the wild card. And 12-5 is actually tied for the best record in the NFL with a bunch of other teams here. So okay, we're pretty good. So good season from us. You guys see the standings there. And in terms of the playoff bracket, let's take a look and see what we got going on over here at the playoff bracket. So we are the 3 seed, doesn't matter too much. Rams and the Cowboys, bottom right corner. Actually, 3 NFC East teams made the playoffs, which is pretty impressive, I guess. Let's see stats. Actually, wait, before I show you guys the team stats, I want to show you guys the team rankings from this page. So let's do that quickly. As you guys can see, our defensive ranks, but I want to see just everything. Overall ranks. Our offense is pretty solid. Scored 6 most points in the NFL. We're a top 5 passing team. Our rush wasn't that amazing. Defensively, we're pretty solid. 9th in terms of points. 7th against the pass and 11th against rush, which is pretty good. So, alright, I like it. Let's take a look at the stats, see how we are doing. So, Jalen definitely passed the ball out, almost 5,000 yards. A little bit better in the second half of the season for sure, managing his interceptions. So 33 TDs, 14 interceptions, 98.7 passer rating, 65% completion percentage. In terms of rush, James Robinson, 780 yards, 12 TDs. Jalen Hurts, 462 yards with 10 TDs. That's pretty impressive. And then Gainwell was my secondary back. So that's not too bad there. I like that. A.J. Brown, leading receiver in terms of yards by 1 yard, though, from Devonta Smith. I think Devonta Smith, though, was my best receiver because he had 12 TDs. Bateman had 9, and then Dallas had 946 yards, 2 TDs. Okay, that's not too bad. In terms of blocking, for the most part, Lane Johnson's getting up there in age. Last 16 sacks is a little too many for my liking, but T.J. Edwards, Kazir White led my team in tackles, and James Jr., Slade Jr., and Avonte Maddox at 69. Nice. In terms of sacks, Fletcher Cox, 10.5 for the man, the myth, the legend. Yannick had 6, and Sweat had 6 as well of his own. Hargrave with 4, 2.5 from Reddick. In terms of interceptions, Kazir White led my team with 5, then 3 from Edwards, and then Yannick had 1, Reddick, Maddox, James Jr., Darius Slay Jr., and then Bradbury at 4th. Kicking, Graham Gano, 20-22. Then we got our punting, kick return, and of course our punt return. So yeah, top 5 in terms of total offensive yards, and you guys already saw the team ranks. We were pretty solid in those departments. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys this. You already saw it. And then our defense was also really solid in terms of total offensive yards as well. And yeah, if we can play well against the Panthers, that'd be pretty solid. I mean, they have a pretty solid team, but I think we can beat them. If we do beat them, we advance to the divisional. Mahomes was the MVP. Jalen Hurts was the runner-up, though. He was the runner-up. Coach there was Doug Peterson. All right, so let's see. We're taking on, like I said, the Panthers. Can we beat them? We're going to find out right now. See you guys, hopefully in the Divisional Playoff. Of course, we lost. What a surprise. Not a surprise, actually. 31-24. So, is what it is. But we still got one more season. We made the playoffs this year, the wild card. Now let's see if we can go further next season. So, all right, I'll see you guys at the offseason. See you win the Super Bowl, look at the awards, and go from there. The Cowboys beat the Bills. Dak Prescott MVP. You guys see the awards on the right. You got Cup, Allen. So, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Anthony Richardson from the Buccaneers, and Defensive Rookie of the Year from the Vikings, Brian Breesy from the Vikings. So, we got one more season to go. Let's see what we could do in terms of the re-sign phase, in terms of free agency. So, I'll see you guys from there. The re-sign phase, we don't have a lot of money. We have $3.4 million cap. I mean, Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox, Jalen Hurts a free agent. I can't afford him. Quez Watkins. Okay. Ooh, we are very low on money. So $3.4 million. Who's making a lot of money? I need to free up some cap space to try to keep some of these guys here. That is the main issue here. So I guess I have to take a look at the team salaries. Who's making bank? Darius Slay is obviously free agent. Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson's making a lot of money. So our tackles, Dallas is making like $19.5 million. AJ Brown. Okay, I want to see if there's any way I can clear up some money here. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can try to clear up some money here. I want to be able to keep a couple of these guys, potentially try to re-sign them. I mean, we only have $3.4 million, so it's going to be a little bit tough. But let's see if I can clear up some cap space here. All right, so I traded away Johnson to the Bears for Jenkins and a third-round pick in 2025. So we get Tevin Jenkins. He fits the scheme. He's younger, not as good in terms of overall, but that doesn't really matter too much. And then we get a third-round pick, which we potentially use in a trade. And we free up money. That's the most important thing. A little bit of cap space freed up there. All right, Paratus, Rieger, and a 7th-round pick to the Texans for Barrington and Butler. Again, this is kind of just like a free cap space thing. We do get a right guard, a young right guard, and a young cornerback that fits the scheme of the team. But, yeah, this is mainly just a free cap up because Rieger's making a ton of money. Give you guys a little free agency recap of who ended up picking up. So, I just re-signed Darius Slay Jr., but then I also had to get a new quarterback. So, I picked up Tua Tagovailoa, Tua. So, we picked him up. Unfortunately, lost out on Jalen Hurts, but I guess we got Tua if it's scheme. But maybe a small little downgrade. But I needed a QB. I didn't know if I wanted Tanner McKee to start. So, it is what it is. I mean, I tried to free up as much cap as I could. So, at least I got Darius Slay back, but I couldn't get anybody else, so I guess we'll just have to draft a few rookies in this upcoming draft to, fill out the depth, maybe try to make a couple trades, and improve the team that way for the start of the third and final season. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. Alright guys, so start of the third and final season, let me show you guys the roster that we currently have on the team, the people that we have on the team. So, I think this team could once again make the playoffs. We'll see if we can make a nice run, though. Hopefully win and get past the divisional, or get to the divisional at the very minimum, past the wild card. But we'll see. Waiting for the roster to load. Will the roster load, EA? Eventually it will. There it is. Okay. So we got Derwin James Jr., got A.J. Brown, Darius Slay Jr., Devontae Smith, James Robinson, Jordan Mailata. We got Dallas Goedert, Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick, Javon Hargrave, Kasir White, Yannick Peppers, Edwards, Jordan Davis, Vontae Maddox. I mean, you guys can see it's a lot of the same guys. I think this team could be pretty good. I really do. I think we could be a solid squad. I'm sure there's a couple of improvements that we could make here and there. So let's take a look at the improved teams. Look at the depth that we've got going on here. So I feel like I'm still thin on some of my line positions, but right guard, Clark Barrington, we'll see how he ends up doing. Right tackle, we've got Tevin Jenkins, which isn't too bad. Kicker, we still have Graham Gano, and then punters, let's just pick up Jake Bailey since I can pick him up. So we're going to do that. And I'm kind of curious to see. I think I'll probably just wait till the midseason if I'm going to make a trade. Because I kind of want to rock out the squad that we have here. So, but we do have a couple picks. So if I want to make some kind of silly move, the $2.97 million will probably increase. But we do have first round picks 2025, 2026. So I'm going to utilize those if I just need to get I want to get a talented player just because I can. But we'll see. Maybe I don't do that, and I just let the team rock out the way it is. But I'll see you guys at the midseason, where hopefully we're once again competing for the NFC East title, best record. So I'll see you guys from there. All right, guys. Well, we're currently sitting at 3-4 right now, which isn't great. Our offense has been really bad. Defensively, 5th in terms of points per game, 14th pass, 23 third against the defense rush. But yeah, our offense has not been very good. So yeah, we're currently sitting at 3-4 right now. So I'm definitely going to try to make a trade to kind of just jump out the offense. Somehow the Raiders, or not the Raiders, the 49ers are 4-3. And I guess all the AFC teams are just way better than the NFC, I guess. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. 3-4 right now. I wonder if we have any injuries. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on there. But you guys can do 13-7 against the Buccaneers. Injury report. Let's take a look. I'm kind of curious. Do we have any injuries? Linderbaum's hurt and Slade Jr. is hurt, so they're out for a week. But I don't think that's. I guess that's a slight miss. But statistically speaking, what's going on here? How's Tua doing? Not good. 11 TDs, 9 interceptions, 83.3 pass rating, 60% completion percentage. Yeah, that's tough. I wish I could have kept. Jalen Hurts, but unfortunately couldn't. I just didn't have the money. Robinson, and then Tua. Oh man. Okay, yeah, our rush is pretty bad. Maybe I'll try to get another running back. I don't know. We'll see. Just something to make our offense better. Rashad Bateman, my leading receiver, and then DeVonta Smith, AJ Brown. Yeah, a couple of guys missed games. Dallas Goedert missed 2 games. So maybe I had injuries. Maybe I blame it on injuries. A couple guys missed games here and there. So that could be part of the reason why. You can see in terms of blocking, isn't awful. Could be a little bit better, but it's not awful. Sierra White's my leading tackler with 59, 51 from Maddox, 43 from Edwards. Sack-wise, we've got 2 from Yannick, 2 from Hargrave. Dwayne Noel with 2 of his own. I guess it was a rookie we drafted. And we have a lot of interceptions, though. We got 9 interceptions as a team so far through mid-season, which is pretty cool. Kicking-wise, Graham Gano, and then our punt, kick return, and punt return. So, that's another Bigsby. Got a lot of Bigsbys. All right. So yeah, 28th offense in terms of total yards. We're struggling at that mark, and we're not really scoring too well. So we need to do something to kickstart our offense. Defensively, we're kind of not too bad, but in terms of total yards, we're struggling in that sense. But it's really just because our rush defense is not amazing, and our pass defense has been okay, I think. Middle of the pack. So, okay. I'm going to see if there's maybe a trade or something that we can make here. So we can add some offensive weapons to the team. So I'll see if I can muster remove. How much free cap space do we have here? We've got $3.75 million to make a trade for a couple of offensive pieces. All right, let's do it. Screw it. For Josh Jacobs straight up. So that's he's gonna be our new starting running back. So we're just going to bank on running the ball. Well, the team ended up going 7-10. Oh, boy. Okay. We seem to just not like to play well in the second half of the season. Our offense was terrible. Yeah, losing our Jalen Hurts kind of hurt a little bit. And Tua just did not do a good job at the QB position. Yeah, he was pretty bad. I mean, 17 interceptions, not going to cut it. 89.4 passer rating. Yeah, definitely a decline there. I mean, I maybe could have tried going with Tanner McKee, but I just don't think it would have been much of a difference. I mean, Josh Jacobs did as much as he could. 1387 yards, 18 TDs. And James Rouse, my secondary. But we just did not. We didn't have enough. Bateman, leading receiver, 920 yards. Devonta Smith, 894, 13 TDs. Dallas had 5 with 787, 754 from A.J. Brown. Blocking wise, oh my gosh, our blocking was not very. A lot of guys let up sacks. Jeez, everyone let up a sack on the team. And Jordan, Waddle let up 15. Probably should have traded him, honestly. Clear White, 130. Tackles, 120 from Edwards, 105 from Maddox. Okay. In terms of sacks, we had 12.5 from Yannick, 8.5 from Hargrave. Sweat had 5.5, 3 from Noel, 2 from Edwards. In terms of interceptions, had a decent amount of interceptions teams. James Jr. led the team before then. Maddox, still a junior, 3 each. And a couple guys here with 2 and 1. Graham Gano kicking, punting, and kick return, and punt return. You guys can pause and take a look at that. Yeah, offensively we were garbage. That's why we were bad. We could not score. 23.3 points, bottom of the league. Defensively, we weren't awful, but you know, when we can't seem to put up points, you know, it's not very helpful. Our rush defense wasn't extraordinary. It was about average, top half of the league, but yeah. 29th. Yearly rewards. Josh Allen was the MVP, and Robert Saleh was the Coach of the Year. So I guess let's just see who wins the Super Bowl and then go to the full screen close of the video. I have no other words to say other than our offense was really bad. Super Bowl 59, it was a blowout. The Chiefs beat the Vikings. Mahomes was the MVP. You guys see the awards there. Jonathan Taylor, Myles Garrett. We had Mac Hamels from the Vikings, and Kevin Wolf from the Vikings as well, winning Rookies of the Year, respectively. I guess with that being said, though, let's go to the full screen and close out this video. We made it to the playoffs once. Should have made it twice, honestly. We were 5-1 and choked away a playoff berth. I think it was 5-1. Yeah, should have probably made it twice. You know, and then last season, the season before this one, you know, lost in the playoff, or wild card playoff, very predictable. And then this year, just because we lost Jalen Hurts and replaced him with an inferior quarterback, our offense absolutely tanked. So, what are you going to do? It is what it is. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Let me know down in the comments what video it is, social down description, playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 franchise window content. Check out my channel for the content from TJP. And yeah, I guess with that being said, take care. Have a great night. See you soon. Peace.